The world's rising superpower singled out for the wrath of Donald Trump in the lead up to the U.S. election.
We can't continue to allow China to rape our country, and that's what they're doing. It's the greatest theft in the history of the world.
He threatened to slap 45% tariffs on one of America's biggest trade partners. Trump's victory, arguably bad news for U.S.-China relations. But if he turns inward, focusing on domestic issues, as he suggested during his campaign, it could also provide an unexpected boost for China's regional clout.
Strategically, Beijing will be under less pressure from a less active U.S. presence in the region. So Beijing's operating environment will actually be freer.
To start with, President Barack Obama's dream of signing the Trans-Pacific Partnership, or TPP, trade deal with 11 countries and excluding China now appears dead in the water. Which means it's going to be Beijing, not Washington, seeking support for its regional trade deal here in Lima when leaders from 21 nations meet for the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation Summit this weekend. Will we see leaders here warming to Chinese President Xi Jinping's proposed trade deal? Perhaps joining the ranks of the Philippines' Rodrigo Duterte, who was already in Beijing earlier this month seeking investments. Despite the country's historically strong ties with the U.S., he's been an outspoken critic of Washington and Obama.
So, you can go to hell. Mr. Obama, you can go to hell.
China may also have more room to flex its military muscle if U.S. alliances weaken. Japan and Korea rely heavily on the U.S. for military support, but Trump has threatened to withdraw that support unless they pay more for it. In the South China Sea, China has aggressively sought to wrest control of the important trade route from its neighbors, using island building and land seizures. The U.S. has been viewed by China's neighbors as a stabilizing force.
As long as Donald Trump does not invest considerable time and energy to chart out a multilateral strategy for the South China Sea, China will have greater latitude to be able to pursue its interests.
In the end, President Trump will spell major changes, but might not put the brakes on China's ascent. Shasta Darlington, CNN, Lima, Peru.